Can I beat him? Nah, he got that one-on-one thing. See, I'm always going to be honest with myself. Only thing I beat Michael in is them no-look passes and leadership.
Talk about it.
It ain't no question. Just like it ain't no question what he gonna do to me. Dunks and all that. But, you know, that's what make him a bad boy and the best that's ever done it. Don't get it twisted. I love LeBron, but no.
Yo, we got that documented?
No.
It's documented? Okay. Shotty, you heard that?
Well, hold up. You know LeBron's not the GOAT.
I love my boy. I love him.
Yeah.
But when Michael Jordan took off with that tongue out, hold up. Listen, because a lot of you wasn't born in. 1991 against my Lakers, right hand. We thought we had him. He looked as we went down. He switched it to the left hand. Tongue went left. Spun it against the glass and good. There's nobody alive that's been able to do just that. That boy is too bad. I'm telling you right now. But LeBron is a bad boy too. He's a bad boy, but he's not Michael.
Everybody knows, like, we grew up in the 80s, obviously watched your Hall of Fame career, and everybody just knew that magic smile. He's the nicest guy in the world. And then you hear people who've played with you, and they said, he's the most competitive person I've ever met in life. So I wonder, how did you transition, or did you have to transition when going into the business field? Were you just as competitive, if not even more?
Oh, I'm competitive right now. I don't want to lose at anything. And you take that same competitive drive that you had on the basketball court and you put it in business. Listen, I go to bed at 8 o'clock. I'm up at 4 o'clock. I work out for 2 hours and then I'm in the office all day. I'm driven. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back or anything. I'm self-motivated. So that plays in my favor, right? And so everything that I learned as a basketball player, I've taken into business. I'm a disciplined man, right? I do all the research because I had to research my opponents back in the day. Now I research companies and businesses. And so I'm also, when you think about, I'm a perfectionist. I like to do everything the right way. And that's the key for all of us out here. The way you're going to grow your brand and keep your brand, you got to be particular about what you let come in, right? And what you put out there on social media and all that, because that goes to your brand. So I'm very, very particular about the companies I get involved in, as well as what I send out on social media, because I don't want nothing to hurt my brand or dilute my brand.
It's interesting if I just ask a follow-up. When you were playing, it was obvious. The competition was, there was this guy in Chicago and there was this guy in Boston. In business, how do you look at it? Are you looking at companies? Are you looking at other entrepreneurs? Or maybe some of your contemporaries who used to play sports as not competitors, but hey, they set a benchmark. We got to go higher.
Yeah, now I think when we get to this level, you cheer for Michael Jordan and his business. You cheer for Robert Smith. You cheer for any brother or sister who is doing very, very well. See, I'm not no hater. I cheer for them. And then I also try to learn from them. If they got something that'll help me be successful, I'm going to steal it, take it, and grab it, right? And put it into my business. So what we need to do is really, I saw Bob Johnson change the landscape, right? And so when I saw Bob do BET, that really inspired me to really say, I want to be like Bob Johnson. But at the same time I said it, I also want to go past Bob Johnson, right? In my own mind, I was saying that, right? And so I always look at success of Black people and say, wow, that's wonderful. And also, how did they get there? What road did they take? And if I can learn from them whether that from their success or their mistakes, I'm going to get up under them and try to do just that.
Clap it up for that, for sure.
Ain't no hater.
So I got to talk about mentorship. You were a rookie, the Lakers, sensational player, and I believe you kind of isolated. It was a level of isolation in the locker room because you made friends with the owner of the team, Dr. Jerry Buss. So
You would have to bring this up. Go ahead.
So yeah, walk us through not only that relationship, what he taught you, and what made you at that young age have the foresight to go against the peer pressure of the older veterans and put yourself in that position?
That's a great question. Look, I was curious, man. I knew I wanted to be a businessman, but I had to get up under somebody who was already doing it. And so he could give me knowledge. So it happened to be the owner of the Lakers, Dr. Jerry Buss. And I told him my dream after I was done winning championships with him. I wanted to own businesses. And now you heard what I said first, right? You didn't miss what I said first, right? After I'm done winning what? Okay. After I'm done doing what? See, I had to be serious with that basketball first. And once I did what I was able to do on that court, can I beat him? Nah, he got that one-on-one thing. See, I'm always going to be honest with myself. Only thing I beat Michael in is them no-look passes and leadership. Oh.
Talk about it.
It ain't no question. Just like it ain't no question what he gonna do to me. Dunks and all that. But, that's what make him a bad boy and the best that's ever done it. Don't get it twisted. I love LeBron, but No.
Yo, we got that documented?
No.
It's documented? Okay. Shotty, you heard that?
Well, hold on. You know LeBron is not a hoop.
I love my boy. I love him.
Yeah.
But when Michael Jordan took off with that tongue out, hold up. Listen, because a lot of you wasn't born then. 1991 against my Lakers, right hand. We thought we had him. He looked as we went down. He switched it to the left hand. Tongue went left. Spun it against the glass and good. There's nobody alive that's been able to do just that. That boy is too bad. I'm telling you right now. But LeBron is a bad boy too. He's a bad boy, but he's not Michael.
Appreciate that, Magic.
Look at that face right there. Oh my God.
Staying on that, I always wanted to ask you this question as a basketball fan. That Barcelona experience. I mean, we watched documentaries and all that. What was it like being with the greatest players of all time, greatest team of all time? What's the story that maybe nobody knows? Like, what's a great memory from you on that dream team?
Okay. Well, let me first put it in perspective first. See, I learn, I'm a visual learner, and also I learn what I read and so on and on. So we go to Spain. I'm jumping ahead, and there's a reason for that. So we go to Spain, and they're having this big reception, and we're on this yacht. The air conditioning go out in the yacht. So they had us all go off the yacht and go back on the bus. Another yacht pulls up. So we all get on the second yacht. So we're talking to the guy. And I'm talking to the guy, excuse me. And I said, man, that's crazy. A second yacht came up. Well, whose yacht that broke down? The guy said, it's my yacht. I said, well, who yacht is this one? He said, this one is mine too. I said, that let me know wealth, wealthy, rich is a whole different thing. And I said, wow, I want to be like him. I tell him this story. Mickey Arison, the owner of the Miami Heat, he changed my life because that let me know that I had a long way to go. And I thank him for talking to me that whole time. So we're in Monaco, and Prince Rainier hosted us in the big castle, and we're up there. So we're in tuxes. All the guys were over here talking. Prince Rainier and Commissioner Stern was over there. So I get up and I go over. I got to meet this dude who run all of Monaco. See, that's who I am. Hey, bro, y'all cool, but this dude here. So I go over, introduce myself. He said, oh, Magic, I know who you are. I said, how do you run all of this? You know, drop some knowledge on me. Man, I stood over there for about 30 minutes talking to him about Monaco and on and on and on. You know what he did? He called his son and daughter over, introduced me to them, said, as long as Magic is here, you hang out with Magic. So they took me to the nightclubs and on and on and on. But guess what? Now his son, the same one I was hanging out with, is the Prince of Monaco now. Right? I said, see, that's why I'm glad I ran over there and met the man. But why am I saying this? Sometimes you got to step out that group that you in. Uh-oh. 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 You keep hanging around the same people, you only gonna get the same results. Uh-oh. Get out of your comfort zone. When you go to that function and there's somebody over there, go on over there. Hey, I'm so-and-so. Just want to say I admire you, or how did you get to where you are? It takes 2 or 3 minutes. But sometimes we, oh, no, I don't want to bother them, or I'm not like that. I'm going to go over there and get me that knowledge that I'm looking for. And it has paid off for me. So that elevator speech is real. So when you got those 3 minutes riding up that elevator, take advantage of that. So the Dream Team was the greatest basketball I've ever been involved in. And to be the point guard on that team and represent the NBA and our country, but just to be able to hang out with Michael and play with him finally. Larry Bird and Charles Barkley, the slimmer is Charles Barkley. Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin, Clyde Drexler, and I mean, it was just amazing. It's the greatest team ever assembled. And so I'm excited to say I was on that team. Yep.
But before we go, you talked about the yachts. You talked about your image on social media. We saw you on the treadmill. I mean, we saw you on the treadmill. We saw you with the basketball court on the yacht. It talks about earning your leisure, which is obviously our name and our brand. But being able to vacation and find balance and find peace with your family, talk about the importance of that in all this, man, because it's chaos, but you find time.
Well, I can't do this without that. You know, I love dating my wife, so when I go on those 6 weeks, we're able to date. And
there's like 2 married people here. They clap. Like that section right there.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of fun, and because when I'm grinding, so I'm working. So this gives me a chance to be with my family. And then last but not least, when I was traveling, it's important, right? So you can see the world. And I love traveling. Cookie and I just love it. And so I remember when Denzel introduced yachting to me. And I seen that I was able to open it up for a lot of other blacks to now go. And Cookie and I have been yachting now for 32 years. So it's a blessing to do it. But at the same time, this is what I want you to take from that. When I was in Monaco in 1992, we just talked about this. I saw the yachts down there, and I told myself, one day I'm going to be on one of them. See, it didn't happen right away because I didn't have enough money. But what did I do? In 3 years, I said, I'm going to be on that yacht. And what happened? In 3 years, I was on that yacht. See, what'd you say? You've been yachting for 3 years? Or you will be yachting in 3? For 3 years. See, that's it. We just, listen, we want to open it up for our people to know that traveling is wonderful. It's not about the yacht. Whatever you can do.